Hey guys, Malossar here, and I'm talking about the Colonial Carnage GT prep. And this is a list theory with the Star Dragon in Swedish comp. So, my goal is to work myself through the list here from top to bottom. Before I talk about the list, I'm going to try to touch on some things as we go, but really keep the evaluation till the end of the list. So, bear with me. Okay, so this is my Lord's choice here. I've got a Prince, Heavy Armor, Shield, Dragon, Helm, Sword of Might, Other Trickster Shard, Talisman of Preservation, Star Dragon. For a total of 634, and that's a total of minus 42 comp points. See if you can keep up with the comp points. I encourage you to write them down so you can see where I'm spending most of my comp in Lords and Heroes and all the other choices. Um, you'll kind of see that I can blend this pretty well here. The Archmage, he's going to be a level 4 Lore of High Magic, Talisman of Endurance for 5 aboard, the Scepter Stability, Potion of Toughness, 285. Now I'm thinking about combining the Potion of Toughness and the Scepter of Stability for the Fencer's Blade, so I have Weapon Skill 10 Archmage because he's going to be sitting in a combat unit. However, I think this actually gives me more flexibility here than the Fencer Blades does. With the Scepter, I have one extra Dispel dice that I can use in a crucial turn. And then the Potion of Toughness, if I fight anything super nasty, or I get caught in a turn without a good ward save, I can pop that and kind of see the Archmage through to the next round. For the Dragon build, I was going to stop the recording, but I'm just going to talk about this real quick. The Dragon build, Sword of Might lets me hunt Ethereals. The other Trickster Shard's just a no-brainer for the Star Dragon. Talisman of Preservation, try and survive some cannonballs. And then the Dragon Helms for the Fire Ward and also to get me to a 2-up armor save. I'm just trying to keep the Prince alive up there long enough to where I need the other Trickster Shard, or I can kill an Ethereal unit if I need to. Heroes, the Noble, BSB, Sword of Antihero, Shield of the Merworm, Potion of Speed, Dragon Armor for a total of 155 points and a 14-point comp hit. This is a solid build because he's sitting in Phoenix Guard. I'll just give that away now. Gives him the 3-up parry save with 1 successful casting of High Magic. He's a little safer from Death Snipes with the Dragon Armor and High Magic. Although you don't really run into Lord Death in Swedish. It's just, unless I play Beastmen. Which Beastmen are really good in Swedish, but nobody knows that, so he's really safe here, and then he has the tools to be a can opener in the right combats. Like in my Colonial game, or my Huzzah tournament prep, I think in every game I played, there were a lot of characters that I could have capitalized the Sword of Antiheroes with. Not really in the Dark Elf game, although when the BSB and the Death Hag were there, that could have really blended out to a Strength 6, 5 attack BSB, but whatever. Um, it's a solid build and I'm happy to run it. I just got to remember the Potion of Speed. I never remember it, and it is super handy. So then I have a Mage, level 2 Lore of Heavens with the Dispel Scroll. I went with the Dispel Scroll on the backup caster, so the Scepter stability can be used on the Archmage. This is also an easy comp hit with only minus 15. When I was looking at the end of the list, trying to squeeze a level 2 in, wasn't sure if I'd be able to, and I was kind of evaluating how best to spend those 140 points. This is easiest on comp, and it gets me a second arcane item. And Heavens, and you'll see why once we get to the core section, why I'm aiming to use Heavens. So here's my core section. It's 6 Silver Helms, Shields, Champ, and Banner. I added the champions in to both of the units because I have a Star Dragon now, and accepting those crucial challenges is going to be really nice. I then have 20 archers with full command, and then 5 Reavers as chaff. Don't have as much chaff as I'm used to because usually I take that second unit of Reavers, but I went for more shooting here. I could even see myself dropping the Reavers and going for 28 archers, or yeah, that'd be 28 archers, just so I have a really solid firing base for the list because I'm compromising shooting for comp. My total core hit here is, what is that, 18 plus 9, so 27. It's really soft for 626 points. You think my Star Dragon 634, and that's minus 42. So this is a really soft core hit on my comp choice. And then it's very mobile, which really helps with the Star Dragon. So I can push with the helms and the dragon if I need to, and the archers can provide a solid base for my level 2. I can even bail my level 4 out if I am not comfortable with the in the Phoenix Guard, which is really nice to have that flexibility. And then the Heavens Mage can hang out and babysit that unit too. Here's my special. It's 24 Phoenix Guard, full command Razor standard. That's just typical. And then I actually fit in 5 Shadow Warriors with the champ for only 80 points and only a 3 point comp hit. They're great chaff. It's a little more mobile shooting. And I'm really looking to get after War Machines here with my, my Eagle, or not my Eagle, my Dragon Prince. And in Great Eagle is only 50 points and it's a -5, so that's actually a pretty steep comp hit when you think about it. You're paying 1 point per 10 points, which is high. And the Shadow Warriors kind of fill that role nicely. Rare choices: Bolt Throwers times 2. It's only -16. Usually I take 3, but that 12 points is really starting to kind of weigh on me. Taking that, so I'm going with 2 here. That's why I also wanted to bring those archers and that Heavens Mage in. Now the concession here is that I don't have as good of shooting, although I have just as much. I'm actually at 38 out of 40 shots, or 37, 30s. I don't know. I'm at some number in the 30s. But the without that bolt thrower, I'm also wondering if I should skip the Heavens Mage and maybe go metal, just so I have an extra, threat against armor. But that's actually kind of solved quite nicely with the Phoenix Guard being Razor standard and the Star Dragon just being a natural strength 7. So I think I'm okay with the Heavens, and that just helps me against War Machines too. Also, Ice Shards is the arguably best signature spell in the game. It's honestly, for me, a toss-up between that and Wizen's. The level 2 could also become a Beast Wizard for Amber Spear, so I have an actual cannonball threat in the shooting phase. Here are my totals: 2,500 I used every point, 177 and a 12.3 on Swedish comp. So here's my quick list theory about it. This is a scalpel army, not a sledgehammer. I originally designed a list, and I might do a video on that one. It's definitely not as good of an army. It has the 23 Phoenix Guard with a level 3 high wizard, a level 1 high mage backup caster, and a unit of 12 silver helms with the 2 characters that I ran at the last tournament, and 2 bolt throwers. So it hits a lot harder in combat, but this list is definitely more flexible. The dragon's not a push element. The dragon's a pain train counter charger. And it's designed to bring the hurt where I need it, not just to go forward and smash face. I have a hard anchor in the Phoenix Guard with outstanding character support, being the BSB and the Archmage, to give them a 3-up ward save and some extra attacks and higher strength with the right matchups. And then I have excellent opening turn pressure and shooting, and magic to cause range discomfort. So my opponent really has to think, okay, I'm staring down 2 bolt throwers, 20 archers, high wizard with fiery convocation and soul quench. Even arcane and forging. You can even throw tempest in the right matchups, and then decent Swedish. And then I also have the Heavens Mage to really put the pressure on at range with a good comet, chain lightning, and then I have harmonic convergence to really buff out that Star Dragon too. Finally, the Swedish comp score is huge here. I'm at a 12.3, which in the 814 rain band is pretty high. If I played a true 14, I'd only be 170 points down, and I won't be facing any War Machines at that level, or I might be playing like a Doom Diver, one that's not going to completely ruin my dragon before it gets to combat. And against War Machines, playing in the Mid-Atlantic where hills are infinitely high, I do have that option to be able to hide the dragon and use it more as a counter charger than a true combat threat, or just a point denial, which is super handy. And staring across at an 8 or a 9 at 12, being 300 to 400 points up, that's huge. And I have the flexibility in the shooting and magic phase to really put the pressure on my opponent to make mistakes and come across the board into my decent combat threats with the dragon and the Phoenix Guard. Thanks for watching. I think that about wraps up the list theory. I'm playing a game tonight on Universal Battle against an opponent in Foul. I'm excited for the game. look forward to that battle report probably tomorrow or Thursday. And if you have any comments on the list, please drop a comment here in YouTube, or feel free to shoot me an email or something like that. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next video. Bye bye now.